Hello. Hi, everyone. Good afternoon, everybody. How are we doing? It's good to have everyone here. Thank you so much. The network has been of an issue this morning, and but then we are back on. Thank you so much. Without wasting much time, we want to welcome everybody to this live stream, and we are glad that we are live right now, and we're excited that we have another powerful young individual in our midst to share his story regarding how he is earning money legitimately. It's a beautiful day to be alive. Okay, so if you are tuning in as usual, please let us know where you are tuning in. Let's know where you are tuning in from. If you are tuning in from Nigeria, let's know. Tuning in from outside of Nigeria, just put your city in the comment section and we can say hello to you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today on this show, today the live stream here is Akaraboy. His name is Prince Francis, but he's popularly known as Akaraboy. And we are glad that we have him here to share. So put your name, the city you're tuning in from in the comment section. Let's know where you are tuning in. Good day to you, everyone who's tuning on this live stream. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, as the case may be. Welcome, Prince, a.k.a Akaraboy.
Thank you. Thank you so much,
Good,
sir. Thank you. I'm honored to be here.
good to have you
Thank you.
on the show today. So let's
Thank
dive
you so
straight
much.
into it. We want to tell us your story. You dropped out from the university at 300 levels, and then you started doing what is remarkable today. I want you to give us a rundown of your journey. What led to your dropping out? Start from where you were born up until the time secondary school, university, and what happened that made you to drop out, and what you started doing as a result of that, doing and building a powerful brand today. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone. Okay. The journey started in 2005 when my mom started the street food, the regular street food, akara, which has been the normal food for every home in Nigeria and some parts of the countries in the world. So far so good, Akara. The business had sustained the family, has provided for the family in terms of rent, taking care of bills, taking care of school fees, taking care of a lot of things. So when she started the business, I was about entering into the secondary school. I just want so uh, through that period of my secondary school, I actually helped Akara to sell around the street of Port Harcourt. And that had been the norm for us because we had to do something to make sure that the business keeps going to provide for us. As a young child, then uh, I didn't like the whole pattern, but I had no choice but to do the needful to make sure I wake up every morning, every single morning, and make sure I hit the road with my akara, sell out, and come back home and make sure I go to school early. So it has been that routine that way through my secondary school, and every day, every single day, my mom had been in the business. So after my secondary school, I I stopped hawking akara. Like she said, she wanted me to have a life of my own and try looking out for things that would benefit me. So that was when I went into photography and videography. That was to help me uh, provide for me while in school. So while in school, my mom was still in the business. Yes, and my dad is still there supporting. My dad is a builder, he's a medicine man. So that was after my secondary school. Then I started the photography business, and I learned from Mr. Jude Ayahu, who took me in and taught me all these things. So I got into the university, and the photography graphic design had sustained me for a while. But due to the fact that the school environment was not favorable enough for that business, he brought my mom was still doing the Akara business stayed up till he could provide
Prince, Prince, which network are you using? It's breaking badly.
up till my going low. Business was going low. My mom was not strong enough. She
Hello,
was not
Prince.
strong enough again. Yes,
Yeah, I don't know which network
yes. Airtel.
you're using,
Hello.
but it's breaking a whole lot. Yeah, it's breaking a
Okay,
whole
can you
lot. We're
hear me?
struggling to hear you.
Can you hear me
Yeah,
now,
the whole
sir?
thing. Which network are you using?
Airtel.
I don't know where your location
Can you hear me now?
is, but much. Yeah, oh, yeah, go ahead.
All right. So after during my university period, so the business was now not capable enough to take care of my fees, take care of my funds. I was not in the right position to also work and earn money to take care of this uh, fees, the funds I needed in school. So the brand idea came, Akaraboy. Now in 2019, I did a show. I did a mini event, an appreciation event for my mom, due to the fact that she has stayed in the business for a whole long time. So I made friends to come around to celebrate my mom with me. So the idea of the Akaraboy came. A lot of persons were now like Akaraboy, Akaraboy, Akaraboy. Well, back then in secondary school, I didn't really like the name when I was called Akaraboy because it was a turn off for me. But after then, after the 2019 event, the Akaraboy brand started surfacing little by little up until 2020, during the COVID-19 period, while I was still home, and the idea popped in that I should start a breakfast hangout, bringing friends around to sit by my mom's spot and share breakfast with me. So that was what I did, and it started that way. 1, 2 persons, 3 persons, 10 persons, 20 persons. Now these persons were coming, these creatives were coming to also add to the brand idea. They gave me so much ideas that made the brand what it is today. So we started slowly from a breakfast hangout to another, from a breakfast hangout to another, from one breakfast hangout to another, from one to another. So that was how the brand started. Hello?
Yeah, I'm here. I can hear you. Go ahead.
Hello?
I can hear you, Prince.
Okay, sir. So that was how the brand started. And in 2 years now, we've grown to establish a lot of ideas, creative ideas around the business by changing the narrative from just the roadside food, the regular roadside food, to a food that has value, a food that has value. Now, what we did with the regular akara on the street was to infuse proteins into it. Proteins like when you have the meat pie, you know that you have the meat in it. You have the chicken pie, you know you have the chicken in it. So what we did was to recreate that for akara, having chicken akara, having beef akara, having fish, having prawn, having goat meat, sausage, and the rest proteins. So that was what we created in our existence of 2 years. So why I dropped out was because I noticed that I wasn't capable enough to take care of myself. My parents were not anymore, and I had the idea of a business that I did not know the future. Seriously, I didn't know where it was going to take me to, but I just wanted to do something to help me go into business and earn as a young person. So we started little by little, and here we are today as a big brand, a fast rising brand out of Nigeria, out of the city of Port Harcourt in Nigeria. Yes, thank you, sir.
Amazing. Thank you so much for that rundown. So the thing was that initially you didn't like the name Akara brand, and you have been selling Akara. I
Nah,
mean, you carry Akara to go to sell, and then you also
yes,
dropped out of
yes,
school. I mean,
yes, sir.
those kind of situations must have made you feel quite very down and depressed. I mean, with the name calling, I know how it can be on the streets where your fellow friends will
Yeah,
call you names and all those kind of things.
yes,
how did you manage
exactly.
through that? I know that those names must have gotten to you, the yapping and all that.
Yeah,
How did you go through the moment,
yeah,
those dark moments, because I know some individuals when they're in these dark moments, it's difficult for them to think, all right? But with
yeah,
you, growing up
yeah,
where you grew up, you're still able to make something out of your life. So how did you pull
yeah.
through those dark moments?
Okay. As a young teenager, then I would always listen to my mom, and my mom would always say to me, "This is the only thing we have to survive. So if this is the only thing you have to survive with, you have to guard it with all your heart." So then, when they call me the Akaraboy on the streets, my friends, it was quite not nice to me, but I had to I had to adjust to it. Yes, I am a Akaraboy. I am a Akaraboy, and there's nothing you can do about it. I sell Akara because this is the only thing that has funded my school fees, that has funded food in the house, that has helped not just me, my siblings. I have an elder sister who is a graduate from the University of Uyo, and this was the business that my mom used to support her. You understand? My mom could use this business to support. So I saw from a different perspective that this is survival. As a young boy, then I was like, this is survival. No get as you no go be here forever. It won't be like this forever. It won't be like this forever. So I was like, okay, face it and see the outcome. And today the outcome is glorious because it's no longer that street boy that used to make akara. It is now the creative boy that makes akara for not just the streets, but for every individual.
Can you hear me, Prince?
Hello, sir. Hello.
Prince, it was breaking.
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Hello, Prince, can you hear me?
Hello, sir.
Yeah, Prince, can you hear me?
Yes, I can now.
Network is really messing up today's. I don't know. Gosh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you were
So
breaking at
sorry.
some point. We didn't hear. The final things you were saying at some point.
Okay. Okay. Hello, sir. Can you hear me now?
We didn't repeat on that.
Hello?
Yeah, Prince, if you can repeat what you are saying.
Okay, I'll go again. I'll go again. Okay, so I was like, the name Akaraboy didn't sound nice to me back then, as a young, growing teenager. But the only thing that kept me going was the words that I kept hearing from my mom, and she would always say, "No, you should know that this is the only thing that is keeping us and that we're surviving with." So I understood that this business had paid my school fees, had paid rent, had taken care of some important needs in the family. So I didn't have any other choice. I had no other choice than to just stay on it and let the names come. But so far so good. The business had brought a new phase. A new phase. It is no longer the regular. It is now a different phase entirely, and that is the gift that I believe that God has blessed me with.
Okay, Prince, can you hear me now? Hello, Prince. Hello,
Hello, sir.
Prince.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, can you hear
Hello,
me now?
sir.
Yeah, I can
Yes, I
hear
can.
you. Yeah, okay. I said go ahead. Share with us. I mean, I was knocked off by network at some point. Words you were saying so that I could get you, please.
Okay. So I was saying that prior to, can you hear me, sir?
Yes, I can hear you. I'm just
Hello.
in the background. Go ahead.
Okay. So the name Akaraboy was not actually nice. It was actually nice to me when my friends, at the teenage age, when my friends would call me Akaraboy, Akaraboy. It was like they were teasing me and the rest mocking me for selling akara. You understand? So, but there was one thing my mom would keep saying to me is, you should know that this is the only thing we will survive with. Without this, you will not go to school. Without this, you will not eat in the house. Without this, you will not pay the house rent. But so I had to take take it as a responsibility for myself. I know I want to go to school, so I have to make sure I go out there to sell akara and make sure the money comes back so my school fees can be paid, so that my textbooks can be bought, so that my uniform can be sewn, the house rent can be paid, the food in the house which we eat can be bought. So I had to take that bold step and make sure I deliver every single day, with or without the pressure around me, peer pressure around. I had to make sure I do the needful, which was going out there to sell akara. And I believe that one of the things that God has blessed me with was to give me the brand and made the name stay, the name Akaraboy, that I did not like. So he had to give me the name as a gift, and the brand today is what we have, Akaraboy Edge.
Okay, so fantastic. I want to ask you a question. From your profile, I see that you do a lot of stuff. You're a professional dancer. You're a graphic designer. You're a photographer, video, documentor. You're a model. I mean, how are you able to combine all these different expressions of yourself?
Okay, the thing there is I do everything with passion and for love. Now, I started dancing way back 2004. I started dancing with the True Good Dance Academy, which is the True Good Dance Academy today. I started dancing then, and dance so far after my secondary school, it was dance that was taking care of my bills because I was teaching. I was a dance instructor for some secondary schools and primary schools and nursery schools too. I was a dance coach, so dance had been there all the while, and modeling had been there too. So the idea was, okay, using this part of me that had already been sold out to sell the brand Akaraboy engine. So it was like merging myself and the brand together and making sure that I give to my fans every single bit of me, every part of me. And that is what has sold the brand Akaraboy and me as a person.
That's great. That's fantastic. But my piece of my question is, a lot of young people, we talk about focus and focus and focus and doing one thing and all that kind of stuff. How are you able to bring all together all this your different
The
expressions?
crafts.
Yes, and you don't
Okay.
lose focus. You get what I mean? So let's say, for example, now
Yes.
you're supposed to deliver a car, and somebody's calling you to go and do dance instruction. Somebody's asking you to go and do documentary. How are you able to fuse all those things and not and not and allow and making them not affect your core business? That's what.
Yeah. My core business runs every single day from during the mornings because Akara is a breakfast meal. Yes, my core business, which is Akaraboy engine, runs during the morning. Now, others, how we run the business is that you place your order a day before. Since we do not have a spot where we make and keep, you place your order so that we get to deliver to you the next day. That is the business. Now, when it comes to the dance parts of it and the rest, I just schedule everything. I schedule everything under the business and make sure that it does not affect the business. The dance instructing, I know that, okay, this is my time for the Akara business. Okay, anything that has to do with any other thing, it does not breach the Akara business. The Akara business too does not breach with the dance business, neither does it breach. So every other thing, every other aspect is art. So I know how to just manipulate them and I don't let them encroach into the business time.
Okay. Thank you so much for sharing this worldly pieces of advice and takes. So guys, if you are here right now, I can see a lot of us, who have tuned in. Please go ahead and share this live stream. Share this live stream so that other individuals can also partake in what we're doing. What he's sharing, we're still having conversations, but what he's sharing is something that a lot of young individuals need to imbibe in their own lives to help them to build. So go ahead and share, please. There's a share button just beneath the screen that you're watching. Just tap the share button there and share. And if you're getting some form of value, please let's drop our comments, okay? Let's know what you're learning because we want to tap into what you're learning to create some visuals for other people to break down in simple forms what we can snippets here and there that we can share with other people outside of this live stream. Okay, so let's see in the comment section the things that you are learning. Drop your comments. Let's know what you are learning, your perspectives, and all your takes from the entire session. Okay, share, and share. So Akara boy, I want to ask you, of all things, how did you come about thinking? of infusing um, chicken or goat meat or prawns into your akara. And I mean, how did they come up with that idea? Or I don't know if you've seen it somewhere else before, because I remember all the time I posted about the brand, and somebody was telling me, okay, I think somebody else is doing it in Ibadan or something like that. But how did it come about that
Yeah.
idea? I mean, infusing, because the first time I tasted the akara in 2020, I was like, this is amazing. In my village, all they put only, I think they put leaves or something inside the akara in my village. They put when you open it, you see big slices, chunks of either tomato or
Onion.
pepper or
Yeah.
onion. Onion is usually the very common one.
The
But for
big,
chicken
yes.
and goat meat and prawns, how did he come up with that idea?
Okay, that was in 2021. Okay, while we were still struggling with how we need to innovate the idea, we were still creating. Okay, a couple of friends who helped me um, explore through the idea of infusing. Alete was there. Alete Victor Alete of Fufu NG. I had Ogie Bernard. I had Mr. Jude Ayamu. I had TKC. I had Kisi. I had Ibim Isaacs. Uh, this set of persons, they came together and they helped me explore the creative side of uh, the Akara. So it was my boss, Mr. Jude, that actually sent me to go learn how to make chicken spice Akara. We actually went to explore that. So we went to a Chef Wisdom. Chef Wisdom took me for some classes, and so far so good. While we were doing it, it wasn't working the way we wanted. At first, we were just scooping our proteins to use inside the akara, but it was not coming. It was not blending at all until I had to explore. I kept trying and trying, and found out that okay, there's a pattern that we need to use to make sure that the chicken does not fall out of the bean pudi and they hold together. So the whole idea that bettered the chicken akara was because we've heard of meat pie, we've heard of fish pie, we heard of chicken pie. You understand? We heard of egg roll before egg roll was buns until the idea came to infuse egg into the buns and it became egg roll. So we just wanted to change something. So we kept trying and trying and trying. And truthfully, today it is what it is because we tried and tried. It wasn't working the way it was supposed to, but we kept trying to perfection, kept trying to perfection, and so far so good. This set of persons were the people that helped me explore and create what we have today as the spiced chicken akara, fish akara, goat meat akara, and the rest proteins that we have, the protein recipes we have. Yeah.
That's fantastic. So we saw some. I mean, for you to be able to that you did things that has happened. I mean, so my question is for those who are starting out in business, where's the place of learning regarding starting out their businesses and running well for young people specifically?
Okay. For me, when I started, it was quite difficult. Like the saying will go, nothing good comes easy. Nothing good comes easy. Yes, it was quite difficult for me when I started because at some point I felt like giving up because it was not looking like I was going anywhere. But the truth is, as a young person that's a young creative, you just have to have people who are like minds around you. You just need to have people who are like minds around you, people who see the possibility of nothing being possible. Now, I could remember when I went to my boss and I told him, "Sir, I want to start packaging akara." Mr. Jordan, I told him, "I want to start packaging akara, that akara can be delivered to people's home. People can get akara from the regular, we're taking it from the regular street and deliver to people's home." And that was when I had the idea. And he was like, "You sure say it go work? Are you sure it's going to work?" And I was like, "There's no harm in trying. There's no harm in trying." Because one thing I have found myself to be is a driven person, someone who wants to achieve. No matter how difficult it is, I want to try. I want to see that there is no doubt. There is no doubt in me. You understand? So I kept trying. There were difficult days. There were very difficult days. But those difficult days, I kept on holding on to God, because there's one thing I've been saying to myself is, the brand Akaraboy is not just an ordinary brand. The brand is not just an ordinary brand. Like the story, it was when I was giving up in school that God had to give me something. It was when it was tough that God had to give me something. So most times young people ignore the fact that that thing that is in their hand is a gift. They ignore that fact. Everything you see today that you wish that, okay, I think there's a possibility that I can do this, it is a gift. So I held on to the gift of the brand as Akaraboy and moved on. I knew very well that it would be difficult. I knew very well that it would be difficult. A lot of persons kept telling me, hold on, it is nice. What you're doing is nice, it's a good part. And for the fact that I took my mom's business, the business of 17 years now, I took her business and rebranded. So packaging akara was a different thing entirely. And I believe that this is what sold the brand, because people will be like, "I'm on akara be this akara all the way from the streets, and you package it this way." So one of the things that I believe young people should hold on to is consistency. You have to be consistent, no matter what, regardless the pressure, regardless the challenges you have. You just have to be consistent as long as you believe in yourself. Now, believing in yourself takes a whole lot. It takes a whole lot of risk. You have to take risk. I had to take risk to tell myself, okay, see, I need to leave school and go focus on this business to earn money. The goal was to earn money and push myself back to school, which is what I am still doing. You understand? To earn money and push myself back to school. That was the goal. And along the line, I had to stay consistent. I believed in myself. I believed I was capable of bringing the impossible to the possible. I believed in myself. I stayed consistent. And another thing is, I stayed around people who gave me the positive ideas. I held on to people who would give me positive ideas that are mind blowing. Like the saying, no man is an island. No man, a single person cannot make a whole forest. So you just need to hold on to different persons to. Now you're not holding on to anyhow persons. No, not anyhow persons. The specific people are people that understand your vision, people that understand where you're going to, people that foresee it with you, people that see the future with you. You understand? So once you hold on to this set of persons, keep going. just keep going. No matter what happens, keep going. I remember that it got to a time that I would cry. I'll go into my closet and I'll cry so hard that God, it's not working. How far now? But there's one thing I never stopped doing. I never stopped praying to God, because deep down in me, I knew that the brand was not just the regular brand. The brand was a gift from God. So I kept going to God. Dear God, help me, help my ideas, nurture my mind, nurture my brains. Let's so the creative side of me will just come out. Give me the ability to give me wisdom to explore explore um explore my creative side, wisdom to find new persons and keep them, wisdom to handle my customers, wisdom to handle people. You understand? There are a whole lot of things that we need to, as young people, we need to hold on to, which is you have to be consistent, you have to be persistent, you have to value yourself and value that which is in your hand. Because if you do not value that which is in your hand, you would you misuse it. You misuse it, and you have to be one as a Christian. If you're a Christian, you have to be prayerful. Whatever religion, whatever belief you have. For me, I'm a Christian, so I believe that it's God that would sustain me. It's God that will hold. So I always go to God. I always pray to God. I always bring my ideas to Him. I always write my visions and make them plain, and always speak the positive words. Speak positive words to what you've not seen. You understand? What you've not seen and you believe, speak positive words to it. And another thing, as young people, to not allow peer pressure, because one thing that I never allowed was letting people talk me down. I never allowed it. Letting people talk me down. The more you keep talking me down, I keep pushing the bar up. The more you shoot, I push the bar up. You understand? And so far so good. This had been what has brought me to this point. You understand? So stay consistent, keep dreaming, keep dreaming. You have a vision, you have an idea, put it down, write it down. Because it may not be possible to come to limelight today. It might be in the future, but once it is down and you're working towards it, there it comes. So that's the idea. For young people, just whatever you think that you can do, whatever you see that, okay, I know I can do this, there's possibility, go for it. Go for it. Do not stop. Go for it. Hold on to it. Keep the track, keep the journey, and you see the sky will be your starting point, because the sky is not your limit. It won't limit you, because until you get into where you want to get to. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Prince. Talk to us about your festival, Akara Festival. And Akara Festival held on the 10th of December. This is the
Yes,
second
sir.
edition.
Yeah.
And we ate akara. We ate akara at about started eating akara from 3 p.m. till 8 p.m., 9 p.m. A friend of mine
Yeah.
didn't come on time, and she called me to tell me to give her your number so that she could call you on order akara for herself. People think that
Okay.
okay, akara is usually eaten in the morning, and I feel that you're changing the
Yeah.
narrative. For example, there's a place very close to me here, and they sell shawarma from morning till like evening, so people can buy shawarma. Initially our thoughts were you could buy shawarma
Shama.
um, in the evening time. All right. I'm
Yeah.
already
Yeah.
also thinking where people sell suya as from early in the morning. They can start selling suya. I mean, that thing we think that it should be eaten at any time. I mean, a specific time of the day. What if we change the narrative and say it can be eaten at any other time of the day? All right. So I'm
Yeah.
looking at two things here for your brand. So making akara available at any time of the day so people can eat akara either in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, whichever time. And then your festival. How are you pushing this narrative of eating akara any time of the day? And the festival, the Akaraboy festival. How did you come up with that idea? The narrative behind the um, I mean, why festival?
Okay, okay. Like I said, um, the idea was for me to celebrate my mom at first. The idea started with me wanting to celebrate my mom at first, and the value she has given to the business akara. Up until date, my mom fries akara. She fries in the morning and she fries in the night. She fries in the morning and she fries in the night. So my brand is like a niche out of her brand. What the plan is to give her value, to give the business value, akara. Now it will not be the regular anymore. It will be something that you can sit in your office and you place your order and eat akara. And you're not eating akara like the way you used to eat it before. You're eating akara with pride. So you're eating akara as not the morning breakfast meal, but as a regular meal anytime, any day, anywhere. Now, the Akara Festival, the street party, we started the breakfast cookouts, like I said, during the COVID 19 period. So far so good. Every Saturday of the month, we've been consistent hosting breakfast hangouts, gathering creatives around Port Harcourt, gathering a lot of young people to come meet and greet and have breakfast and also share ideas. That's the idea of the Akara breakfast hangout. So we thought of, okay, we should have a mega event that will bring people from different locations to meet. Since a lot of persons had developed interest on wanting to be part of the brand, wanting to be part of the breakfast hangout. So let's create a big event. So we tried it last year. I tried it, okay. I tried it in 2020 in my school, Akwa Ibom State University. That was the last time I was in school. So that December 2020, I tried it and it worked. I gathered a lot of young people in my school and people tasted the akara for it's different. They liked it, they loved the whole idea. And they loved the idea that I was also carrying my mom along. You understand? Yes. So in 2021, we tried it again. It worked. That was in Rumudara. We gathered over 500 persons. So this year, we tried it again, and we had over. I think we had 1,000 plus persons who attended. Now the idea was to make sure that just like you have people gather for pizza, people gather for shawarma, people gather for meat pie from different top brands, people would also gather for akara. Yes, people can gather for akara. People can see akara as not that because in Nigeria here they see it as a bricklayer's food. The people that do the molding business, the building houses business. So they see it as the ogbaja. For me, I see it as not just for them, but for anybody. That's why we had to change the narrative and making it presentable, packaging it and putting it out there for everybody to see the difference from the regular street to what we have. So the festival was just to gather more people, to have the taste of our food and also share the idea of, wow, it is beautiful. I could tell somebody like you did, your friend had to call and place order. So we are pushing our market into every nook and cranny of Nigeria, and we're trying to hit the international market at the same time. But I know that will take us a while, but we are doing our best to make sure that everybody see the difference in our brand. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Prince. Thank you so much for what you're doing. We are going into 2023, and we want to know what are your aspirations. What are the plans for the coming year with the Akaraboy brand, with your personal brand? I was telling you
Yeah.
that it's time for you to start teaching, start for you to start doing public
Yes.
speaking, and all
Yes,
that. Then
sir.
I noticed also that for now, I'm seeing mostly the chicken akara. I've been expecting to see the goat meat and the prawns and some other things. What are your
Yeah.
plans for the challenges you are currently experiencing? Um, if you're asking for investments, people to come work with you, and your plans for the next year,
Yeah.
let's know.
Okay. My plans for next year. What we did for this year was we pushed ourselves. We pushed ourselves more to get the brand registered. So the brand is registered with CAC. So the Akaraboy NG is a brand that you can boldly say, yes, I am doing business with this brand. I am working with this brand. So for next year, what we plan to achieve is one of the things we plan to achieve making sure that we have an outlet, at least one outlet where people can reach us. Because a lot of our customers, a lot of our customers, a lot of people who love the brand, they've been asking, where is your outlet? Where can we come, sit and have breakfast, have lunch, and have dinner? So one of the things we are going to work on in the next year, 2023, is to have an outlet. Now, the idea of taking my mom from the streets and giving her a standard restaurant for Akaraboy, a standard eatery. So one of the things we're looking out for is an outlet. Two, we're planning to expand our reach, reaching out to more persons in the city of Port Harcourt, and that we are bringing in our publicity. Our publicity would be top notch. Uh, 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 Pictures and videos will be top notch, so people could see us from a different angle. And we're working on making sure that our food is neat and people can always rely on us. We're working on our customer service. We're working on putting our food out there for people to know that okay, it's trustworthy and reliable. So, and our outlets one in 2023, and secondly, one of the things we plan to achieve in 2023 is to make sure that our recipes from chicken to goat meat to fish to beef to prawn is available. Like what we did from last year was pushing out only chicken. We fronted chicken so much that people loved chicken. But the truth is, people do not understand the taste of other recipes. They are magical. The taste of other recipes are magical. Those meat, beef, fish, they are magical. So next year we are going to start pushing other recipes out, and also accompanied with the chicken akara, we're going to push other recipes out. Like I said, our outlet is one, fronting our recipes is two, our customer service will be top notch, our branding service. Now we'll plan on having our meals come to you in packs, not just in nylons. So we're working on our branding services, we're working on our customer service, working on our service space where people can come, sit and eat. And also, Akaraboy NG is not just a food brand. We're a food brand and also an event brand. So we're trying as much as possible to make sure that we use the events, which is the breakfast hangouts, the Akara Street Party. These events are events that we are putting together to make sure that we front our brand, we front our food, we front our taste. That is different. Now, the event is to give you a feeling of social gathering where you meet new faces, you meet new people, Akara connecting new people. You understand? So that is what we plan to do for next year. So next year we'll hopefully would have our investors come in. We're hoping to have investors because we're planning to make sure that our 5 year plan, our 5 year plan is to make sure that we have outlets in 5 different states in Nigeria. We have Akaraboy outlets, 5 different states in Nigeria. That's our 5 year plan. And also, we've worked on patenting our recipes. We've worked on patenting our recipes too. So by next year, we're going to try as much as we can to make sure that we give best service to humanity as a food brand and also as an event brand.
Thank you so much, Prince. Even that very day, I got an idea. I know I saw people taking pap that very day. I remember a friend of mine who
Yes.
does beans. You know, he cooks beans, and there was a day he did a beans hangout. So people
Yeah.
came. You know, he did beans hamburger. I mean, it was crazy. Infusing beans, you know, instead of hamburger, he had different kinds of beans, beans and stew. People came and people were eating, you know. And so my idea was like, okay, can we have something like that? Maybe pap, beans, and bread, you know, because at your event there was a stand also for bread. I'm like, okay. So I called him. Agabus is his name. I'm like, guy, is it possible for us to have like a pap, beans, and bread PBB, you know, kind of festival where people who love to eat beans and those who love to drink a pap can come together, you know? So being at your festival, that idea came, and I think we're going to work on it for 2024. So it's an amazing thing that you're doing, amazing brand that you're building Akaraboy NG. And I'm very excited about what it is that you are building with your brand. Okay. So
Thank you, sir.
what piece of advice will you give young people, you know, who are thinking of building their own businesses, you know, earning money legitimately in whatever it is that they're doing? You have stayed the path legitimately.
Yeah.
What's your piece of advice
Yeah.
to them? Values,
Okay.
virtues, principles, guidelines. Go ahead, sir.
Okay. For me, I always tell what I have worked with, what I have experienced, because I won't say what I have not experienced. So for me, what worked for me was consistency. Like I said, um, it goes beyond just having a dream. It goes beyond just having a dream. I have this dream of wanting to do this, and you do not work towards it. You have to make a step. I told a friend some years back, and I told him that most times investors don't meet you and pick you up from the gutters. No, you have to stand up, make a move for people to see. People have to see that okay, something is coming that we do not understand, but this person is bringing something to us. So that is when people jump on it. So you do not just stay and have the dream locked in your head and you don't do anything about it. Make a move. No matter what that thing is, no matter how small that business is, stand up and make it. Now, making the move also is one step. Also, packaging your brand. Now, packaging has to do with both yourself and the brand and whatever service you want to give out. Now, I most times I appear at events and people will ask me, "Are you the Akara boy?" I will say, "Yes, I am Akara boy." Wow, and they are like, "You find like this, they fry Akara." I said, "It is the packaging. You have to package what you give out to people from yourself first as the brand owner. You have to package it out there. People have to see you. People have to see your uniqueness. Your uniqueness. Now, I tell a lot of people that there are businesses out there that people have not explored. There are businesses out there that people have not explored. There are creative ideas out there that people have not explored yet. As a young person, you just have to create your own niche, create your own idea, hold steadfast on it, Because most times people are like, oh, the thing need they work. It's not working for me. It's not working for me. It's not working for me. After doing one try, like this business started 2020. Like I know how much of the pressures I had, how much of the setbacks I had, but I never gave up. I never gave up. Giving up is not an option. As a young entrepreneur, giving up is not an option. Keep trying. It may not be. I can remember when Ibim Isaac, my friend, said to me, he said, it may take you 3 years to achieve that purpose, that dream. It is only when you stay on the path, be consistent. It may take you 4 years, it may take you 15 years. But for me, I never prayed for it to be 16 years because I told God, God, this is a brand, this is a gift you gave to me. You said, whatever my hand can do, you will bless it. So this is what my hand is doing. So bless it. Make the blessings come speedily. Make the brand reach out to people speedily. You understand? So, and another thing I tell young people is, I am a Christian, like I said earlier. I believe in God. And so far, so good. I believe that God had kept me in business consistent. I've had my challenge. No doubt, challenges will come. This is life. Challenges must come. They must come. But it is your ability of standing through the test of time that takes you to the top. Challenges will come, no doubt. It is your ability to stand through the storms, through the fire, go through every process to make sure that you are at the top. Until you get to the top, never stop. Until you get to where people would say, yes, you have done it. Yes, that idea you had a few years ago, it's out now that people can see. Until you get to that point, never stop. For me as Akaraboy, we are not there yet. Our plan is to make sure that our brand, Akara, is a global brand. Now, shawarma is a food from the Lebanese. It's a cultural food from the Lebanese. But today, shawarma is eaten everywhere in the world. That's a shawarma. So the idea for our brand is to make sure that Akara is eaten everywhere in the world. Everywhere. It will be called the African street food that had come from the streets and it's going to the international market. So we are trying our possible best. We are hitting. We are still going. We're still going. So for you out there as a young person, you have that idea. Write it down. Write it down. Start working towards it. Call your friends that you know that, okay, these persons are like minds, they are creative people like me. Share your idea with them. Make sure that they can help you nurture that idea. You understand? Meet people that are that have been in the business for a very long time. Like me, I met Mr. Emeka Novis, I met the Don, and the Don shared a whole lot of ideas for me. Now, these are the kind of people you need to stay put with. These are the kind of people you need to always run to when you have challenges. These are the people that will give you heads up because they have gone through this road before. They know what to tell you, they know what to put in place for you to use and conquer whatever challenges you have. As a young person, please, business is not easy. It is better not done than to get it done wrongly. You understand? It is better you don't venture into business. Better you do not start than start and not fulfill it. Okay. So for you that is running that business, keep going. Keep going. Pray unto God. He would supply your needs according to his riches in glory. God will supply your needs. Keep holding on to God. Keep holding on to your belief of being of standing out. You understand? Keep holding to that belief. Once you believe in yourself that you can do it, yes, you can. I had always believed in myself that I can, and this is where I am today. And the future is waiting for you and for me. So keep it up, keep it up, keep going. Thank you so much. We are the future. We are the future brand. So we are the future billionaires. So keep it up, please. Keep it up. Thank you so much.
Okay, on a final note, I wanted to ask you something. All through in this session, I'll be hearing people who have been coming in, my mom, my mom, my mom, my mom, my mom, and I begin to ask, where are the fathers, man? Where are the fathers? I need my kids to say, my father, my father. You get what I mean? So
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
what's the place of guardianship from our parents and our fathers and our mothers as we begin to shape our successes in life?
Okay. So so far so good. I've learned that I need to give more attention to my kids. I would need to give more attention to my kids as a father, because the mothers give so much attention to their children. The mothers give so much attention. I'm not depriving the fact that the fathers do not. The fathers do. But when it comes to deep down emotional attention to kids, I see my mom do that. I see my mom do that. My mom always wanted to see that I become something in the future, in as much as my dad did. But the emotions that my mom put into it was way different from what my dad did. He was always helping, he was always going to work, making sure that money comes, that I get every needful everything that was needful for me to go through. But I saw my mom as a role model. I saw her as someone who would go through fire for her children, regardless, regardless, regardless. My mom had played a major role in my life. In as much as I still love my dad, but I think I love my mom more. I love my mom more, way more, because I don't know. I don't know. So I have learned from my mother that I have to give my children more attention. More attention. I have to know their needs. I have to go deep down into conversations with them. And this is just it. My dad is here. He's still alive. He's strong and healthy, and he has been one of the biggest support systems to my mom. You know, when he comes out and stands under the rain, under the sun, they are frying akara together. When he does not go to work, they are frying akara together. You understand? So he's playing his role as a man, and my mom is playing her role as a woman and a mother. So my dad is there, but my mom is the ultimate. Thank you.
Okay. I from what from I don't I've not made that research yet, but from what I've heard is the people say that the owner of God is good is dead. God is good motors, but it was his kid or his daughter, I don't know, that came out and started building that business into what it is today. Is that what your
Today.
plan is? Is that what your plan is
Yeah.
for the Akaraboy NG brand?
Yes. Yes. Like I said earlier, my plan is to make sure that I give to my mom that value she deserves as one woman who started a business from the streets, and well, I am going to take the business to the international market. So that is what I want to achieve. I want to make sure that the business is a top notch business, that every other Akara woman out there will see their business as one thing that has pride, one business that has pride. They won't see it for just the regular, but they will see it that yes, there's one thing I've not mentioned. Prior to when my mom started the business and now, my mom is worth over 15 million naira. I mean, 15 million naira. If she was a young woman who wanted to do business the way I am doing it today, my mom is worth 15 million naira over the years. Because if we can calculate her making 20,000 naira every single day, morning and night, 20,000 naira every single day, morning and night, from Monday to Sunday, 20,000 naira morning and night. From 2005 to this date, if you calculate that, you find out that the business is a mind-blowing business. So we are setting out there to make sure that Akaraboy NG, a global brand and also an inspirational brand to every young person, that there is a possibility in every impossibility. There is a possibility in everything that feels impossible.
So we're looking forward to when someone will walk into like a place like KFC and they are ordering, that's the way they are ordering shawarma. And we just order, give me akara there, and then people, that kind of
Exactly, sir.
thing. They're
Exactly, sir.
ordering either with a kind of drink or something or pop.
Yes, yes, yes,
Okay.
yes, yes, yes.
We hope we pray and hope that that happens, and we look forward to that happening. Thank you so much, Prince, for this time out with you for this session, and to
Thank
everybody
you so
who
much, sir.
tuned in. I'm glad that you guys tuned in and stayed up until this time listening to us. Tomorrow is another time, 12 noon, same time here. I will be sitting down with another mastermind, another great young soul to share with us the dreams of the future. Thank you, everyone. I do hope that having listened to him, you will go and think about yourself, your life, your business, and see what you can do innovatively to be able to better yourself and your lives. All right. Thank you so much, Prince. God bless you. Thank you
Thank you,
for
sir.
what you do. We're looking forward to next year's Akara Festival. Looking
Yes, sir.
forward to more exploits and expansion and more investments coming into the business. Thank you so
Yes,
much.
sir.
God bless you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Bye to everybody.
Bye. Bye.